One of the things that I love about sports is the cross-pollination, because you see so many guys in sports that would prefer or also are so interested in the arts, whether it's acting or music or whatever you want to do. For example, Eddie George, former great NFL player, is now on stage acting. He'll be here I think he might be here now, here in Hartford, playing at the Schubert Theater in Chicago. He's been on Broadway, all this kind of stuff. But there's also the attraction by so many in the arts to sports. And you always see, whenever you go to one of these championship events, you find so many artists, whether they're singers, songwriters, actors, musicians, whatever, dancers, whatever they are, they're attracted to the game because it's like poetry for them as well. Flashback to Super Bowl 46 in Indianapolis. The Giants beat the Patriots to win their second Super Bowl over New England, 21-17. And in a weird quirk, the Giants Hotel in downtown Indianapolis was where we were staying. So they were there, and I met some people in Eli Manning's camp, and they said, Eli's having a party. You guys come in and hang out. So we're at Eli's private party after winning the Super Bowl, and I'm looking around. There's a lot of sports people there. There's a lot of agents. Then I look over and I see this guy in the corner. I'm like, I know who you are. There's no way you can't be who I think you are. It was Adam Duritz, the lead singer of the Counting Crows. So we sort of hung out and got a chance to know each other and talk a little bit. Turns out he is not only a sports fan, he is a huge Golden State Warriors fan. And now Adam Duritz, lead singer of the Counting Crows, joins us on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Adam, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, really well. So I know you're from Baltimore, and you graduated from the Taft School here in Connecticut. How did you become such a diehard Golden State Warriors fan?
Well, I was born in Baltimore, and I went to Taft for 1 year when I was a junior. But I grew up in Oakland. We lived in Texas and then out in California, so I grew up in Oakland. Yeah.
All right, that makes all the sense now. The dots are being connected. By the way, I got to say, I would totally I did take a picture with Adam at that Super Bowl party, and I've shown it to a lot of people. So Adam, you've given me a lot of cred in circles I didn't have other cred, so I appreciate that.
That was a funny party to be at. My friend Rob Clements grew up in New Orleans, and he was actually friends with the Mannings.
Right.
He babysat all of them, Cooper and Peyton and Eli, when they were kids. They all won the Miles Clements Award, which was named after his brother for best football player there. And Rob included one. And so he was friends with them. So when they won, we were invited over to the hotel that night. I was kind of a tag along on that.
You're a good tag along.
I got to meet Archie Manning. It was really cool.
Yeah, you're a good tag along to have, by the way. I should point that out.
Did he have any wild Manning brothers stories for you?
No, I mean, it's mostly babysitting stuff, so,
I was about to
have a limited appeal, really.
Yeah. I wasn't sure when, maybe they were a rambunctious group of kids.
Yeah, how wild can you get when you're babysitting the Mannings?
Yeah,
no, Archie and Olivia raised good kids. They raised good kids, and they had good babysitters. Yeah. As Adam Duritz, lead singer.
That was really cool to be there that night, though. That was really nice.
It was fun. It was a blast. Adam Duritz, lead singer of the Counting Crows, with us. So are you nervous at all going into this game? Because a lot of people are thinking after game one, where, it took a little George Hill mistake and a J.R. Smith sort of mental blunder for the Warriors to survive. Now we go to game 3 in Cleveland, where the Warriors have had some struggles this year so far, Adam, on the road.
Well, they've been having trouble playing like the Warriors, but they really seem to be back into that on Sunday. They played, that was really Warriors basketball, and I thought the Cavs played really well Sunday, but the Warriors were just great. That was a really good game to me because they were both playing really well. The Warriors never really pulled away until the fourth.
Hey, Adam.
When Steph got lit up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Adam, Ryan Hollins here. I grew up a diehard Laker fan, and to say the least, I was spoiled. Now, after playing 10 years in the NBA, I am very neutral to all sports. I just want to see good basketball and have something to talk about. You were already good, and you get Kevin Durant. Are you kidding me, bro? Talk about that. I mean, are you spoiled to it? You're on the loom of winning another championship? Or are you a naive fan that just kind of feels like this is just the way the world should revolve around the Warriors? Talk to me, brother.
Well, considering all the teams that have been completely put together in recent years, bringing Bosh and LeBron to Miami, really getting to handpick his team in Cleveland, the Warriors are pretty much a homegrown team. That's a bunch of number 7 picks. Really. Draymond's a second-round pick. They built that whole team mostly homegrown until they added Durant. But, everyone says they're so loaded now, but I mean, part of what they do really well is play well together. When they don't play well together is when they start playing like a super team is when I think they don't actually do as well. I mean, I definitely think it's great for us that we got to add Kevin Durant, but basically anybody who gets to add Kevin Durant, that's great for them. But I can see why he wanted to go play there too, because, the kind of basketball player he is, that's a pretty beautiful place to play basketball. Like, they really do play together at their best. That's got to be fun. As someone who does a form of the arts, I imagine what it's like when you just want to play a certain way and you're not getting to do that. And you see a place where you can go do that. I remember a couple, 3 or 4 years ago now, a friend of mine who's friends with a lot of the guys in the Warriors and a lot of guys in the league was at a thing before the All-Star break. KD was there, and they were a Warriors game was on. It was their last game before the break, and people were watching it, a bunch of people standing around, and he was talking about how beautiful the basketball was. And kind of musing to himself and a couple friends what it would be like to play. And this is before any of the championships. It's early in the first, 2015, the season they won. And my friend told me this conversation later that night, and I just thought, I remember saying to him, "Oh, he's going to be on the Warriors in 2 years. I know what that's like.
Wow.
I know what that feeling's like when you see something that you want that feels like the kind of person you really are, because you're not just talking about money, you're talking about your life."
Right.
And what you want to do with your life. And when you see a place where you can really do it the way you want to do it, for a person like Kevin Durant, I was just I said to him in a joking matter, he's going to be a Warrior in 2 years. I'll bet you.
Well,
and, who knows whether that was really going to happen, but it just made sense to me because I felt like he was that kind of player who'd want to play this, kind of exquisite brand of ball.
Well,
I wasn't really surprised that he came.
Yeah, I would own that because now you can say I told it before anybody else.